Good evening. First at 6, the next chapter for former Congresswoman Corrine Brown.
She's back in court trying to convince the judge to overturn a jury's guilty verdict against her.
She's been convicted of using funds from a fake charity as a personal slush fund and lying on her taxes.
But her attorneys say the judge made a mistake by removing a juror who said he received word of Brown's innocence, citing the Holy Spirit. On your side's Clark Foraker was in the courtroom and joins us now with what he learned. Clark.
Anthony, the attorney says basically because that juror was removed, the attorney calls it a mistake and says now the judge should grant a retrial of this whole matter. It's one of two, or an acquittal of a guilty verdict. And basically that would reset everything that's been in motion. James Smith arguing today before Judge Tim Corrigan that not enough evidence, and certainly not enough, he said, to prove beyond a reasonable doubt, was given by the U.S. attorneys to basically prove Corrine Brown's guilt. She had a full entourage, 2 courtrooms full of people here today, not limited to, but including someone known in the African-American community, Reverend Jesse Jackson Sr.
Just say this with regard to what's owed. Let me reflect the question or direct it back this way. What does this city owe Corrine Brown?
A lot of her supporters very excited about that shift in momentum. I talked to James Smith, the attorney there, after he walked out of the courtroom today, and I said, how likely is this to even happen? How, is it something that occurs that often? And he said, frankly, with me, that an acquittal is not all that common in any case. But he said a retrial is something that could happen here, particularly because during today's hearing, Judge Tim Corrigan asked U.S. attorneys to help him understand why the choice he made was the right one. Judge Tim Corrigan will take all this information, go back to his chambers, and decide what to do about all this. He said he'll write a written decision, and it could come out any day. Live downtown, I'm Clark Foraker, First Coast News.